New developments in the search for a woman who disappeared after a birthday cruise here in Memphis. Police are now urging those on the Island Queen Riverboat cruise to check their cell phones for any pictures or video of Tamia Taylor. She disappeared September 10th after celebrating her 21st birthday with friends on board that boat. If you do find some photos, MPD wants to hear from you. Memphis Riverboat Cruises says it reviewed video on social media and believes Taylor made it back to the harbor.
It's been 2 weeks since Tamia Taylor got on a boat with her friends in Memphis, Tennessee to celebrate her 21st birthday. And now Memphis PD is asking everyone on that boat that night to scan all of their pictures and videos to see if they can spot Tamia. The mother of two got on the booze cruise operated by Memphis Riverboats, and according to her co-workers that she boarded the boat with, she never got off with them. They say she went to the bathroom without her cell phone and they haven't seen her since.
I said, "What do you mean you don't know?" She said, "We don't know. We've lost her." How do you lose somebody that you came with?
From the beginning, her mother was suspicious of the story that they told her. She didn't believe it.
I think that she went out with a group of people that maybe she thought was her friends, because Tamia always saw the good in people no matter what.
Those friends are co-workers Keandre Jenkins, Kanisha, and Shanquilla, who had eerie names, and we went over that in the last video. They say they looked for Tamia everywhere on the boat and could not find her. Now there's more. A Memphis news reporter drove to Brownsville, Tennessee to interview Tamia's neighbors, where they found out there was a disturbance that took place at Tamia's house on Friday, the night before. She got into it with somebody that she knew, and she was still upset about this altercation or dispute the next morning. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Tamia moved from Covington, Tennessee to Brownsville, Tennessee to this unit right here. Her neighbors knew her. She would talk and eat food with them outside. And news reporters caught up with some of those neighbors who told them that Tamia was happy about going on the riverboat in Memphis, but there was an argument or some sort of disturbance that day before.
Another day passes and we still don't know what happened to a Haywood County mother of two. Tamia Taylor seemingly vanished into thin air. Taylor was last seen September 10th boarding a Memphis riverboat to celebrate her 21st birthday with coworkers. But when that boat docked, Taylor was gone. WRG's Mike Sirianni went to Taylor's home in Brownsville today and found neighbors also searching for answers.
Come home. We're waiting for you. Come home. Big celebration when you get here.
Damon Lee is thinking positive, certain his neighbor Tamia Taylor will come home safe and sound. However, his uncle Ira Lee believes there's foul play behind her disappearance.
And I hope that she turn up. And I hope the guilty party as well, tell the truth about the situation.
I'm told Taylor and her two children moved on the Hill, as it's called in Brownsville, about a year and a half ago from Covington.
And the last time I seen her, she was sitting at this table here, eating chicken.
Ira Lee says Taylor was in good spirits Saturday, September 10th, after a pre-birthday party Friday night at her apartment. Damon Lee says he attended Taylor's party late Friday, made up of friends, family, and co-workers, but was told by neighbors there had been a disturbance earlier.
I don't know exactly what happened, but I know she told me Saturday morning when she texted me, because she told me to come outside, that she was upset.
He says Taylor came over and visited later, excited about her 21st birthday celebration on the river in Memphis with co-workers and friends. Taylor reportedly texted her mom twice Saturday night, once while on the river, but when the party boat docked, only Taylor's phone was found near a bathroom on the boat, with no sign of Taylor. Brownsville's police chief says he's unaware of any disturbance at Taylor's party and was contacted Monday by MPD to do a welfare check.
Yes, and that's what I'm doing now. Just kind of ride through, just keep an eye on things, just make sure everything's in place, and hopefully we might drive through here and see us sitting out.
In Brownsville, Mike Sirianni, WREG News Channel 3.
Now, Memphis police are asking anyone with cell phone video from that riverboat cruise that might have taken pictures of Taylor to contact them as soon as possible.
Sounds like Memphis PD should be talking to people down in Brownsville, Tennessee, because you have folks in that neighborhood, they know about this disturbance. And if they can find out who was arguing with her, what it was about, Maybe it can lead to more answers in this case where we've had none for 2 weeks. And although Tamia was excited the next day about going shopping, hanging out on Beale Street, and getting on the boat, she was still upset about the dispute the day before because she was outside venting to one of her neighbors, telling him about it. Now, we do know she got on that boat with Keandre Jenkins, Kanisha, and Shanquilla. Did any of them attend that party the night before? Did they see the dispute? Or did they participate in that dispute? If not, do they know the person or people involved? It's just so many unanswered questions. And we still only have 2 accounts so far that's been made public. You have Keandre saying they did look for her, and he's saying that he did not believe that she fell in the water.
If Tamia would have fell off that boat, somebody would have yelled out and said that somebody fell overboard. Plus, people was already throwing stuff off the boat. They were throwing cups, cans, everything off the boat to the water. Like I said, if Tamia would have fell off the boat, somebody would have said something about somebody fell in that water. Nobody said nothing. When the boat got to shore and stopped, we got off the boat and we sat there and watched everybody got off the boat because we were looking for Tamia. When everybody got off the boat, we would even ask the question, have y'all seen Tamia? We even showed the picture. Have y'all seen her? Have y'all seen Tamia? Everybody was saying no. I even asked the dude that she was talking to in the line, have you seen Tamia? He said the last time he seen her, when he gave her the money for that drink.
U.S. Coast Guard searched and never found Tamia in that water. So when Keandre said that he didn't believe she was in the water, he was saying that people would have heard the splash. And now that Coast Guard's never found anything in the water, that could possibly be ruled out. You also have the golf cart taxi driver who said he saw Tamia after the cruise walking with 1 man and 2 women. But we didn't hear him say if that 1 man looked like Keandre Jenkins or if those 2 women looked like Kanisha and Shanquilla.
She was intoxicated, and she was, very intoxicated, and she was with some other people.
He says he offered the group a ride, but they turned him down and headed south on Riverside Drive on foot.
She walked away and she walked toward Tom Lee Park.
You had some people in the comments of the last video saying they couldn't 100% believe the driver either and questioned how he was able to identify her out of all of those people, but didn't confirm if he saw the friends too. All of this is reasonable pushback because we're not really sure here who's telling the truth about any of it. But when Keandre says he didn't believe she fell in the water and you have a witness claiming that he saw her after the cruise walking with 3 people, I really want to hear more from that witness, because if he can identify the people Tamia was walking with and those people are Keandre Jenkins, Kanisha, and Shanquilla, then the friend's testimony about not seeing her since she went to the bathroom on the cruise will be a lie. And then you're going to have to zero in on them more about that lie, because that will lead to further suspicion that these co-workers had something to do with it. If the golf cart taxi driver is mistaken and didn't see them, then that will be a different story. But who did Tamia get into a dispute with at her house? And did that person from the night before end up with them on that riverboat that night? Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Shout out to my sister Tiffany for showing support for the channel. I appreciate you, Tiffany, as well as our brother Dark Power. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
If Tamia would have fell off that boat, somebody would have yelled out and said that somebody fell overboard. Plus, people was already throwing stuff off the boat. They were throwing cups, cans, everything off the boat to the water. Like I said, if Tamia would have fell off the boat, somebody would have said something about somebody fell in that water. Nobody said nothing.